So today I'm going to be doing a quick video here on how to fluid fill your tires without using a pump. And the only thing you're going to need is a hose that fits over the valve stem. This one that I got here is a 3/8 and it is really tight fitting over the end of the valve stem, but it works really well and it creates a good seal so it does not leak. And then you're only going to need a valve stem like this. I'm going to be using this RV antifreeze. You can also use windshield washer fluid. I like using the RV antifreeze because it comes out a little bit cheaper, because it's rated for -50, where the washer fluid is only rated for 20 or -20. So I can add a little bit of water to this and dilute it down and still be within range of oil temperature, so it won't freeze. It really just depends what area you live in and how cold you get. So first things first, you're going to want to remove the cap off your antifreeze jug and then remove the safety part of the cap. And normally just get a hold of a pair of pliers and you can just break the edges of it and bend it open and go all the way around it. Then your cap will pop out of the center of it. Just about like that. So now with that out, you can go ahead, then you can go ahead and just remove the piece of cardboard in here. That's the seal. This one here apparently is glued in. And now you can go ahead and use a 1/2-inch drill bit and drill a hole into the cap. You can go ahead and take a razor knife, clean up any burrs and stuff around the inside, and ensure a tight seal here for your valve stem. And then now you have your hole drilled in it. It does not have to be in the center. As you can tell, I'm way off. But you can go ahead and just pull your valve core, or your valve stem, I should say, through the hole you just drilled. And there it is. While you're at it, go ahead and remove the valve core out of your valve stem. And now with this valve stem in the cap, you can now screw this onto your antifreeze jug, and you can now attach a hose to it, and you can go ahead and start fluid filling the tires. So now that the hose is hooked to the tire and the antifreeze jug, you can go ahead and start filling the tire. And of course, you have to cut yourself a breather hole in the top of your jug so it will drain out. And you can go ahead and just cut out the bottom of the jug here, so then you can pour more antifreeze into it to fill the tire up. Now this can be a slow process. You basically just wait for it to drain out into the tire. About after every jug, you'll have a bunch of air blow back out. And the more fluid you get in the tire, the more you're going to have to stop and let the air release out the tire. So I'm going to go ahead and let this drain through, and we'll see how much fluid this tire is going to hold. And the first jug is just about gone. This also goes quicker if you have your jug mounted higher into the air. It gets a little bit more pressure. It also works pretty well if you once in a while put your jug down at tire level and it blows all the air back out. And that too goes a little bit quicker. Like right now, it's kind of stalled out right here. So I can move this down. Try to anyway with one hand. And then once all that air is out, it's now going to move a lot quicker. And that is one jug down, and I'm guessing this is going to hold about 4 gallons. I'm not sure yet, and I guess we'll keep filling up and see what it holds. So now that I have 2 gallons of antifreeze dumped in, I'm going to go ahead and dump in 1 gallon of water. Now the more fluid you get in your tire, the slower it's going to go, and the more you're going to have to stop and let it breathe for air. The easiest is just about hold the jug down here at tire level. Then you're good to go again. So I believe the tire is full. I added in 3 gallons of the RV antifreeze and just over 1 gallon of water. Now you can see, I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but the water level's about there. So that's not really a whole lot over 1 gallon, maybe 1.25 gallons. I usually like to finish a tire off on water, so that way when I pull the hose off, if it leaks out of my jug, it's not going to matter because it's just water and I'm not wasting and polluting with RV antifreeze. So now I just need to pull my hose off the tire and get my valve core stuck back in. Usually when you pull the hose off, the tire is going to start leaking fluid, so you're going to want to get a valve core in it quite fast, so then you leak out as little as possible. I probably should have mentioned too that this tire here is tubeless. You can do this process with or without a tube, it doesn't matter either way. And it's a little bit scarier without a tube because I'm always afraid of knocking the tire off the bead, and then, well, there goes all your fluid. So for the most part, when I'm filling it, and especially here when it's completely full, I normally don't like to move them until I get some air in them. And I go ahead and weigh out these tires and see how much weight we've added. Dry, it looks like it is 25 pounds. And with the fluid, it looks like 62 pounds. So it looks like we've added about 36 pounds of fluid to the front tire, and that's going to be 72 pounds once both tires are filled. That is definitely going to help keep the front end down on this little tractor. Now this process of fluid filling isn't probably the fastest out there, but I guarantee is the cheapest, not having to mess with any pumps or anything like that. And it took me about 40 minutes, I'd say, to fluid fill one tire, and that's including messing with the cameras and stuff like that, which always takes longer. So it does take a little bit longer than what it would if you used pumps and stuff like that, but this really is the best and cheapest way to go. And of course, there are other ballasts to use besides RV antifreeze. You can also use washer fluid, and of course the best way to go is using rimguard, which is beet juice. And of course you get the best weight out of calcium, but of course that's going to rust out your rims immediately, so that's not really too great. Now I have heard of people before fluid filling tires faster by breaking the bead on one side and just pouring the fluid straight in. Now I'm sure that does work really good. For me, I didn't want to chance it because I didn't want the tires to fall off the rims. They're a new tire, and the way these rims are designed, it is harder to get the tire on the rim. So I didn't want to mess with having a tire full of fluid and have it either start leaking or I can't get the seal back up. So I didn't want to chance that. So this is probably going to be doing it here for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below, and I guess I'll see you next week.